Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. We're kind of in a different setup today because I am not at home. I will be traveling for a little bit, so I'm having to kind of make do with what I have and what I brought with me. So I have 3 decks with me this for now and what we'll do each time I post a reading is you're just gonna pick from the 3 decks. This will be pile 1, the Moonology deck, pile 2, and then pile 3. And I'll be incorporating all 3 decks in each reading, but as far as our specific piles, 1, 2, and 3, we'll just use these as markers for you to pick and decide which pile is yours. So I'm going to give you guys a moment to focus on the card decks and decide which pile you want to pick, and then we'll go ahead and start. And while you guys are deciding which pile you want to pick, I want to remind you that I am selling tarot inspired t-shirts on my Etsy shop now, and all the listings have been updated to look way more appealing than they did originally, and so I'm really excited about it. And if you want to check them out, please click the link in the description. Everything at the moment of me posting this video is on sale, 25% off as part of a Labor Day sale. All right. That being said, you see a little dog. That's what I'm here doing. I'm pet sitting. And we're going to get started with pile 1, which is the Moonology deck. All right, so pile 1, the Moonology deck, we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading and see what your coworkers think about you. Did I even announce that at the beginning? We're doing what your coworkers think about you for Virgo season. The dog is like, hello. I see a card is upside down. Alright, pile 1, please. What does pile 1's coworkers think about them? What does pile 1's coworkers think about them? Alright, that's a bunch of cards. We'll put those back. What did pile 1's coworkers think about them? Please. One more card, please. What does pile 1's coworkers think about them? It's too many cards. Okay. So we have, oh my gosh, the 6 of Swords. I almost pulled it out because that was a card that was faced up. And I was like, nah, I almost pulled it out. And I was like, nah, I'm going to just turn it around. And if it comes out, then I should have pulled it out. And I should have pulled it out, you guys. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Page of Pentacles reversed. And we have the Emperor reversed. And then we have the 7 of Pentacles. I think this is pretty good energy. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get started. So I feel like you're with the starting with the 6 of Swords. Oh no. The cat is throwing up. Tabby, why did you eat so fast? Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Anyway, I'll have to deal with that after this. So starting with the 6 of Swords, I think your coworkers think you're very knowledgeable. And I'm going to go ahead and say that you come off very spiritual. As if you've lived many lifetimes and you've been through a lot. And, you know, they feel like they can go to you with advice. And you're going to say, like, something that's very, like, inspiring. I'm like trying to get the cards lined up, but I realized the camera is just lopsided and there's nothing I can do. Anyway, They think that you have a lot of advice, a lot of knowledge, because you've been through a lot. You've gone through many lifetimes, and you have a lot to say about different things that are happening in the world, different things that are happening in people's lives. Like, you're very knowledgeable as far as giving the best advice in terms of work-related things, or even just life-related things to your coworkers. And you're also very kind and very giving with the Knight of Cups. You just have an energy around you of just, again, knowledge and love. Like, I think people think you're very kind, especially if you work in like a retail-based environment, as the people that come in to shop feel like you have great taste as far as clothing, and they like to get your advice on that. And also, you're just like a good presence to be around. But I feel like you're probably like, that's just your front. Like, not saying that you're not a kind person, but if you're dealing with customers every day, like you have a very good front as far as providing good customer service. But then, like, when the customer leaves, you're like, ugh, I'm so glad they're gone. I didn't want to have to deal with that. But with the Page of Pentacles reversed, I feel like you have a very low tolerance for BS. Like, you have very low tolerance for immature people that come in your work environment. You don't want to deal with anybody that is not there to work, that's not there to also be kind and be nice-hearted. You don't want to deal with any BS in terms of your work environment. And then with the Emperor reversed, I feel like people at work think that you have the skills and the potential to be a good boss, but either you don't want to be a boss, or like those are just like that's just the potential that you have, and it's not something that you have really stepped into yet. With the Emperor reverse, though, that kind of says, like, you know, a part of the environment or a part of maybe your behavior at work could be a tad bit controlling. Yeah, just pretty much controlling. And I would think that, sorry, I'm getting hot because the air went off and I'm not about to get up and turn it back on. So I had to get some cold water. But anyway, so yeah, you could be a tad bit controlling in terms of being a perfectionist with your environment, or expecting people to all be on the same level as you. Like, for example, the last job that I had, I'm always the type of person to step up to the plate and, you know, learn whatever skills I need necessary to not be a burden to the work environment that I come in. But not everyone can get a grasp of what they need to as quickly as I can. And so my coworkers were so happy that, like, I was actually essential to the workplace, and I wasn't, like, you know, taking forever to learn everything, because the other person that got hired along with me wasn't, you know, up to speed as fast as I was. And yeah, so you might have an issue with that, with new people coming onto the team. You might have an issue with people not getting up to speed as fast as you did or as other people can, and that could probably annoy you. And your coworkers could sense that you might, you know, be a bit controlling about how things go or how things flow in the workplace. But overall, like, besides those two things, like your low tolerance for BS and, you know, you might be a bit controlling, or it's either you're a bit controlling or you have the skills to be, and you could have both things. You could be controlling and still have the skills to be a leader. But, you know, just if you do want to be a manager, or if you are in management, make sure that you are an that you're authoritative and not authoritarian. So don't be a dictator in the work environment. You know, make sure that you still keep that Knight of Cups energy and be a pleasant person to work with, and not be, you know, have a tight grip on your coworkers. And then with the Seven of Pentacles here, overall, people think you're a hard worker, that you have the skills to succeed, and that you are someone that perseveres through any kind of difficulty, and that you work forward towards your goals and just building the type of lifestyle that you wish to have. Let's see, somebody's calling me. So yeah, let's see, anything else that comes through. Let's get some clarifiers. Okay, clarify the Six of Swords, please. We'll take both. Usually I don't take both, but we will. Clarify the Knight of Cups. Another card upside down. 2 cards this time. Clarify the Knight of Cups. And clarify the Page of Pentacles reversed. Clarify the Emperor reversed. Okay. I need to focus more clearly. Clarify the Emperor reversed, please. There we go. Okay. And then clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so we have Judgment and the Three of Wands clarifying the Six of Swords. We have the Five of Swords clarifying the Knight of Cups. 2 of Swords clarifying the Page of Pentacles reversed. The 2 of Wands reversed clarifying the Emperor reversed. And the Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands reversed clarifying the Seven of Pentacles. So yeah, with the Six of Swords clarified by Judgment and the Three of Wands, I think, like, again, you've been through a lot. You've had to learn a lot in a short amount of time, or however long that you've been in business or just been working. And it's really shaped you and shaped the direction that you want to go with your career or in the workplace. And so again, like, you're just very knowledgeable and you have direction. Like, you have a direction of where you want to go. You have a plan of what you want to do. And you're ready to see, like, you're ready to see some improvement, and improvement in form of, like, you moving forward in your life and moving forward in the direction that you want to go. And you're ready to see your manifestations come in, like. And so that being said, with the Five of Swords clarifying the Knight of Cups, you might be a little bit like, your coworkers might feel like you might be a little bit two-faced at times with the Five of Swords. Like, either you're really easy to get along with, or you can be a little bit combative, a little bit argumentative, and that's kind of going back towards the Emperor. And so people kind of feel like sometimes they might have to, like, work kind of hard to please you, or just, you know, kind of act good to be on your nice side and not, you know, be argumentative towards you. And it's not that, like, you're a mean person or anything. It's just, like, again, like, you have, you can't deal with BS. So sometimes people that, you know, are afraid to, like, trigger that no BS personality feel like they have to kind of, like, be a little bit two-face themselves and try to be that Knight of Cups energy towards you. And then the Two of Swords reverse, or not the Two of Swords reverse, Two of Swords clarifying the Page of Pentacles reverse, is kind of telling me that you still have some things that you're trying to figure out about your career. Even though you have a direction about where you want to go, there's still some questions that you have with the Two of Swords. Maybe there's one route that's easier than the other, and as far as you wanting to get to where you want to be as quickly as you can with the Three of Wands, you might pick the easier route over the harder route, but just take your time with that and just figure out, like, really, like, what you want to do and which route is going to be the most beneficial for you, because, you know, short-term success is not better over long-term success. So even though the road and the journey might get hard sometimes, I feel like you would be more appreciative of long-term success than the short-term success. And then the Two of Wands reversed, clarifying the Emperor reversed. I feel like, I think there's just some more like learning and some more planning that needs to go along with the Emperor reversed. And just, especially if that's something that you want to be, is if you want to be a boss, or just have your own business, or be a manager of any kind. Like, there is more learning that needs to happen, especially when it comes to like compassion in the workplace. And again, not being a dictator, not being, you know, an authoritarian being authoritative. And so just think and like really plan and figure out what's the best route for you. Like, you have an idea of what you want with the Three of Wands, and I feel like you've learned a lot along the way, but there's still a little bit more things to go through. And then with the Ace of Pentacles, clarifying the Seven of Pentacles, people in your workplace definitely think that you are, again, very knowledgeable, a hard worker, and you have a lot of opportunities coming your way. Like, big opportunities are coming your way with the Ace of Pentacles for you to be more financially stable. But the thing about this is this requires you to work hard with the Nine of Wands reversed. And you are a hard worker, but with the Seven of Pentacles, that card comes right before the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is, again, being skilled and kind of being like an apprentice, learning what the skills that you need to learn to keep moving forward and reach that that Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. And so I feel like you need to kind of embrace the Eight of Pentacles energy, and again, apply yourself and continue to work hard, and don't give up before you see those opportunities come in. Also, just don't settle for like the Seven of Pentacles. Like, try to reach that Nine of Pentacles, that Ten of Pentacles energy. And then we have the Tower on the bottom of the deck and the Eight of Cups right after it. And I think it's important to let anything that's ready to fall away from your life at this moment fall away. And it could be this job environment that you're in. Maybe it's time to walk away from it and step towards something else, a new opportunity that's coming. That's what you would be afraid to apply yourself towards with the Nine of Wands reverse, is taking this opportunity, because it might have more responsibility, or it might require you to work a little bit harder or move or something with this Eight of Cups coming out and the Six of Swords that we had earlier. And that might be like scary. Moving might be scary for the job, or just having more responsibility might be scary. But you definitely have the skills, and you can definitely step towards the plate and, you know, learn what you need to learn in order to do the job. Okay, so we're going to pull a couple Moonology cards and a couple Angel Answers cards, and then we'll be done with your reading, pile one. Okay, what does pile one's coworkers think about them? What does pile one's coworkers think about them? Okay. So we have your commitment is being tested, and we have you're very close to achieving your goal. So yeah, your coworkers definitely think that, again, with the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, that you're very close to achieving your goal. Anything that you set out towards or want, you could have. So your coworkers definitely think like that, again, like you're closer than you think to your goal. Even if you feel like you're far away, your coworkers think, yeah, whatever that pile one wants to do, like, they're going to be able to do it. Like, they have the skills to do it, and they have the skills to create the skills that they need to do it. And they think that your commitment is being tested. Maybe you've expressed disinterest in the job that you're working at, or maybe something in your life is testing the career that you want to have, and you maybe have started having second thoughts about doing what you want to do. So I think in the background, your coworkers are rooting for you, and they want to see you achieve all that you set out to achieve. So I feel like overall, you have pretty good coworkers. Like, I think they care about you more than you might realize. And if you're not the authoritarian boss in your work environment, you could just have one. I should have said that. You could have an authoritarian boss. You could have someone that is a bit controlling in your work environment. All right, what does pile one's coworkers think about them? What does pile one's coworkers think about them? Oh, 2 cards can't come out. Cool. So your coworkers think that you're ready for whatever it is that you set out to face, especially with the 6 of Swords energy and that 8 of Cups and the Tower that we had on the bottom of the deck. And then if you believe. So it's really about this 9 of Wands at the end of the day, reversed. Like, you have to believe that, you know, you're strong enough to face whatever it is that you need to face for your, or whatever it is that's testing your commitment, because so many great opportunities with the Ace of Pentacles for work are on their way to you, but you know, it is going to be a bit of a journey getting there. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys, the pile one. I hope that you enjoy this reading despite the setup being a little bit less than I wanted it to be. But besides that, that's pretty much all that I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed your day, night, or evening, and I will see you later. Let me see if I can fix this a little bit. Now it's even more lopsided. Oh well. Okay. All right, pile 2. If you chose this deck right here, the purple deck, then this is your reading, and we are figuring out what your coworkers think about you. So I'm going to shuffle the cards. Pile 2, please. What does pile 2's coworkers think about them? Let's sit up. Okay. What do pile 2's coworkers think about them, please? Cards are flying everywhere. Pile 2, please. Those are literally the 2 cards that we got from last reading, so I'm not going to take them. Pile 2, please. What do pile 2's coworkers think about them? There we go. Pile 2's coworkers, please. Okay, let's just take these for the last. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, they obviously want to come out in the reading. Maybe, I'm sure they mean something else than they did in the last reading. That's hilarious. Okay, so we have the Hermit, the 4 of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles reversed, and the Knight of Cups. And as you probably saw, the Knight of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, they came out last reading, and they forced themselves into this reading as well, because I put them back in the deck and they flew back out. So we're going to take them. So let's see what we got here. So yeah, your coworkers with the Hermit and the 4 of Swords is just the easy thing to say because it's so there, is that you might be a little bit introverted in the workplace, but your coworkers with the Queen of Pentacles think you're beautiful. And with the Page of Pentacles reversed, though, I think they don't really know like much about you or what you want, but they know that you're beautiful. And with the Knight of Cups, I definitely feel like you're very kind-hearted. You have a lot to give in the workplace, and they really respect you with the Queen of Pentacles as well. You could have some sort of management position in the company with the Queen of Pentacles, or supervisor position, or just like a team lead or something like that. But again, with the Hermit and the Four of Swords, like, you keep your cards pretty close to your chest. I think like you don't really like speak on things that are going on in your life. Yeah, you're just, oh no, the light died from my little stand, but that's okay. But yeah, you don't really speak on what's going on in your life. You kind of keep things really close to your chest, and you only really tell people in the environment that you trust. You might get sick easily. Like, you might have a pretty, like, your immune system is kind of like rough. Like, I don't know why I'm getting that from the Four of Swords. Like, I think you might have like a lot of, oh, and I sneezed. Okay. So yeah, you might get sick easily, or you have to take a lot of time off because you're not feeling well, or you catch a cold, or you catch the flu, or maybe even just like you might have some sort of chronic illness or something. But you're very giving in the workplace. You're very like knowledgeable. People feel like they can go to you about anything and not really be like told off, or you're not going to be rude to them. We have the Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck, so you just have a really like, maybe you come off kind of innocent as well, but also just very down to earth, very like comforting. Your energy is really comforting to people. And we'll have to clarify the Page of Pentacles reverse to really understand that one, because like kind of in the last reading I came off as you didn't want, that person didn't deal with BS very well, but I'm not getting that from you. But the Page of Pentacles reverse, I don't know. Maybe you're not very good at being, if you are a manager or a supervisor, I could feel like you're not very good at disciplining people. Like if they had to be like pulled to the office or fired or something, I feel like that's something that you don't really want to do. Like there might be parts of your job where you feel like bad about doing them, like firing people or having to discipline people or having to have talks with certain workers. Or even if you're not in a management position, like you could have issues with confrontation, just confronting your other coworkers or confronting your boss or something, and not really wanting to like tell people like what's on your mind. This again, like keeping everything really close to your chest and trying to come off as like as nice as possible with the Knight of Cups. And I don't think you really like to participate in any kind of workplace drama or anything. Like again, like you're really introverted, and your coworkers see that as well. Like they all see that you're introverted. They see that you're kind though, and that you're very giving and that you're nice. And something about you with the Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck, it comes off as very nostalgic. Like something about your energy is very nostalgic to your coworkers. Okay, let's go ahead and pull clarifiers. All right, clarify the Hermit, please. Clarify the Four of Swords. We're going to take the Three of Pentacles, and I'm not going to take this card. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles, please. Clarify the Page of Pentacles reversed. And clarify the Knight of Cups. Okay. So we have the Ace of Wands clarifying the Hermit, the Three of Pentacles clarifying the Four of Swords, the Five of Pentacles clarifying the Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles reversed, clarifying the Page of Pentacles reversed, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords reversed, clarifying the Knight of Cups. So with the Hermit card, yeah, I think behind you being an introverted person and keeping everything close to your chest, like, you're very creative. Like, you have a lot of things going on behind the scenes, a lot of projects going on behind the scenes. And I think that's why you're not very dedicated to the workplace in terms of, being open and really getting to know all your coworkers, is because, like, you have things going on in your life that you don't really want other people to know. And that's completely fine. Like, you're working towards something that you want to see financial blessings from with the Three of Pentacles. And you will see them. You will see financial improvement from whatever creative resources that you're making for yourself. So you kind of have like a creative entrepreneur energy, or just maybe you're like into some sort of creative outlet that you want to pursue as a full-time career. And that could be several things, like writing, acting, singing, and then even other things, like you could be a part of the music industry in some capacity, a part of the film industry in some capacity, or just any type of creative outlet that you want to pursue full-heartedly. You will see like creative and financial abundance from that. And so, yeah, I could understand why you are very introverted in the workplace. This could be like a new job, or a job that you haven't been at that long and you just don't really feel the need to really get to know everyone, but you still want to be nice and cordial to all your coworkers. And then with the Five of Pentacles, clarifying the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like you're so nice and comforting, like your energy is so nice and comforting, because maybe one, you're used to kind of feeling like left out or having a fear of missing out. Like, even though you don't really want people to know you, like, I feel like maybe your introvertedness or social anxiety has caused you to feel, left out in the past, or just not really, like, people really didn't really think of you. And because of that, you're trying to come off as more nice now, more easy to talk to. Or it could just be like the reverse. Like, even though you are like nice in this workplace, people still kind of treat you as an outsider just because you are so introverted. So yeah. So then we have the Two of Pentacles reversed, clarifying the Page of Pentacles reversed. So I think this is saying that the Page of Pentacles is reversed because you have your mind made up about what you want and where you're going, and you're not still trying to figure that out. And that you're actually more balanced and mature. I mean, the Page of Pentacles is reversed here, but we have the Queen of Pentacles upright. So this might have been your past energy in the past, of where you might have come off more as a page, just kind of still figuring yourself out and growing into yourself fully. And so people might have thought in the past that you're mature, but now people think you've kind of grown out of that energy, that you're very like strong and grounded, even though you might be quiet or just keep to yourself. And then with the Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords reversed, clarifying the Knight of Cups, I think that you are kind-hearted and loving towards other people, because you've grown up and you're sure of yourself with the Knight of Pentacles, and that you're happy with yourself and your energy, and you're creating like a lot of abundance for yourself for sure. And the Ten of Swords reversed is kind of telling me that, like, maybe in the past you've been stabbed in the back by people, or just hurt by a lot of people in the past, and you really had to heal and grow out of that, and just kind of protect your energy from people. And that's probably why you're so introverted, or Four of Swords-ish now. But even though you've been through that, you haven't closed off your heart. Like, you've allowed the healing to take place, and because of that, like, you are very secure in yourself with the Nine of Pentacles and that Queen of Pentacles energy. All right, so let's And that's all that, you know, your coworkers see about you. Like, they see that. I think, like, if you're afraid that your coworkers hate you or something or anything, like, because that you're not very outspoken or you keep to yourself, they don't. Like, you know, no one thinks really ill will of you. Okay. What does pile 2's coworkers think about them? I think I saw something turn over, but I guess it didn't. What does pile 2's coworkers think about them? Okay, so we have a time for healing, and then the end of a tough cycle approaches. So with the 10 of Swords reversed, maybe that is something you're still dealing with, actually, as you're still healing from some of the things that happened towards you in the past. I think you've gone through a lot of healing already. Like, a lot of healing's already taken place, but you're still, like, dealing with it under this, like, behind the scenes. And then the end of a tough cycle approaches. That's full moon in Capricorn. You might have Capricorn placements or just Earth placements overall, since we had so much Earth energy in this reading. As we had the Hermit, that's Virgo, Queen of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles, and then all these Pentacles that we had under here. Like, there's a lot of Earth energy in this reading. But this 10 of Swords reversed, I mean, this is saying that this tough cycle that you've been through, this healing time that you've been through, is ending. I don't really know if your coworkers know about this, but regardless, this is like the Moonology, like Oracle cards that you're getting, is that your guides want you to know that this is a time for healing. So continue to just protect your energy, and at work especially, like, you know, I'm gonna see. Yeah, maybe you guys really do get sick easily. But yeah, continue to protect your energy, because, you know, these people don't really need to know what's going on in your life at all. They don't have to know anything. And this cycle that you're going through is on its way out, so you can look forward to that. Okay. I also feel like your coworkers, like, can see that you have a lot of creative energy, and maybe you told them that you want to pursue something specifically, and your coworkers believe that you can do it. Like, they think that you are able to achieve whatever it is that you're setting out to do. Okay, what does pile 2's coworkers think about them? What do pile 2? Okay. Ask your angels, and then get more information. Well, that's what we're trying to do. So we're going to pull a couple more cards. What do pile 2's coworkers think about them? Good Lord. Wait. And no. Okay, well, maybe I'm just not supposed to ask this deck specifically what your coworkers think about you. So I'm just going to end the reading there, pile 2. Maybe if you want more information, you should ask your coworkers what they think. But no. I hope that you enjoyed that reading, and I hope that you have a good day, night, or evening, and I will see you later. Hi, pile 3. If you chose this deck, then this is your reading, and we're figuring out what your coworkers think about you. And we're going to start with this deck right here, the tarot cards. Alright, what does pile 3's coworkers think about them? What do pile 3's coworkers think about them, please? you guys got an extra card. We have the Ten of Cups, the Six of Pentacles reversed, the Five of Swords reversed, the Page of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Four of Cups reversed. Interesting. Okay, so I feel like your coworkers think that you're really happy. Like, it seems like whatever goes on in your life, regardless of, you know, if you're having pain or if you're sad or whatever, like, you don't let it affect you when you come to work. You come off, you know, really satisfied, content, and happy overall with what's ever happening in your life outside of work. And so even if the workplace itself can be a little combative, or you might have a solitary worker with the Six of Pentacles here reversed, your work could be like very dependent on each individual person, and it's not like really a community thing. Or you yourself, people might feel like you yourself don't really provide enough towards the workplace community. See that you're not in a workplace community, meaning that like everybody's job is dependent on themselves, or you don't really provide to the level that your coworkers want you to. And so that could cause some arguments in the workplace with the Five of Swords. That could cause some conflict or something, or maybe you just don't fit in. There's some sort of conflict in this workplace with the Five of Swords here. Your coworkers might feel like you don't fit in here, or there's something about the situation that they're a little bit apprehensive of. But at the end of the day, like, your energy is still pleasant to be around. It's just that maybe some things that you do or some things that just happen can be a little bit frustrating or annoying to some people. But regardless of that, like, you as a person with the Page of Cups here and the King of Cups here, like, you're very pleasant to be around. I think you might have a lot of knowledge or a little bit of tidbits of advice with the Page of Cups here, or just a different perspective to give people. And yeah, with the King of Cups though, like, you still come off very grounded and mature and just like really nice. Like, you're just super nice and intuitive and just like knowledgeable, and like the way that you perceive and feel things, like, you're very good at perceiving and feeling. And then with the Four of Cups reversed though, maybe it's a competitive, like, the workplace would be competitive. I feel like with the Four of Cups reversed, you might like jump on opportunities, any kind of work opportunities that happen in the workplace, you jump on them. And because we have the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck and the Knight of Swords underneath it, so I think actually, yeah, your workplace could be pretty competitive, and you might want to be in a position of management or a position of some sort of like supervisor or team leader, and other people might be gunning for that position. And, you know, you jump on any opportunity that you can have to show that you are this King of Cups energy, that you are knowledgeable, grounded person, but that you could also be like a good boss, a good manager, or something like that. And other people in the workplace might want that opportunity as well. And they could feel like you're not very giving, that you don't really keep a balance in the workplace and allow other people to have opportunities too, because you could kind of come off as opportunistic to them. And let's see, let's go ahead and clarify. Okay, clarify the Ten of Cups, please. That's what people don't see. I can sense that. Flip of Fortune. Yeah, y'all are definitely opportunistic. I'm sorry. Five of Wands. Six of Cups underneath. We'll do that. And then the Page of Cups. Please clarify the Page of Cups. Let me sit up. hard to shuffle in this position. Okay, clarify the Page of Cups, please. Clarify the King of Cups, please. Yeah, y'all are definitely like very knowledgeable. And then clarify the Four of Cups reverse, please. And then the Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So y'all definitely want to achieve some sort of victory or status in your workplace. We have the Ten of Wands clarifying the Ten of Cups. So what people don't see is that you work super hard for all that you have. All happiness, contentment, satisfaction that you have, you work hard for it, and you put yourself first because you know that you deserve having this success. You know you deserve having the rewards of being content and happy and having a family. You might actually have a family at home that you feel like you have to take care of, and you feel like you'll do anything for them. And you know, dealing with a little bit of workplace drama ain't nothing if it's like your family is content and happy at home. And then the Wheel of Fortune clarifies the Six of Pentacles reverse. So yeah, you're definitely, you know, about your fortune, about your opportunities. And if that gets in the way of having, you know, a happy-go-lucky workplace environment, you don't really care. You might not, I mean, like, you're still going to be nice and cordial to people, but like, you know, you put yourself first and your needs first in the workplace, and I understand. And then the Five of Wands clarifies the Five of Swords. So yeah, there's definitely some sort of conflict, some sort of abrasiveness in the workplace, and some sort of frustration. The Six of Cups reverse came out. So I mean, there might have been a time in the workplace where everyone got along and was happy and, you know, did more to help each other. But that, you know, those days are over, and you don't really have any nostalgia towards that. You know, you're more, you know, it could kind of be like Wolf on Wall Street a little bit, where you're just like really about your, you know, making that money, making that coin to provide for your family or the future family that you're going to have. Or even if your family is just you and your cat, like, that's still, like, you still care about having a roof over your head and having stability. And then the King of Swords is clarifying the Page of Cups. So I feel like it's kind of like a wolf in sheep's clothing. Like, you come off as really, like, you try to come off as really sweet and caring, and I don't doubt that you are, but, you know, you do have that intuitiveness, that mental intuitiveness, as well as that, you know, emotional intuitiveness. And I think that's like a double, like, so that's double killer. Like, you have that emotional thing, so you can really feel and wait things out to, like, strike for the right movement, right time. And then you also have that mental clarity as well, and that could really help you navigate that workplace so like smoothly. And I think that might be why people could be jealous of you, is just because you have that emotional and mental intuitiveness, if that makes sense. I hope this makes sense. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles reverse and the Knight of Cups reverse, clarifying the King of Cups. I just feel like this King of Cups energy just came really easily to you, and you didn't really have to work for it. Like, that, you probably were really, like, you probably came into the King of Swords energy later on, but you were born with this King of Cups energy. And I think that could be another thing that people could be jealous of. It's just that you were just like a natural, like, you know, balanced leader, because you have the side of you that cares, but also the side of you that's going to put your foot down. And, you know, you can be emotional and understanding, but, you know, you're not going to let people get one over you or try to emotionally manipulate you. And also, because you are so knowledgeable, like, you could have I mean, not saying that you do, but you could emotionally manipulate people if you wanted to. And then with the Four of Pentacles reverse, clarifying the Four of Cups reverse, like, you're so good at jumping on to opportunities is because you're not holding on to things that you know aren't going to work out for you, or you're not holding on to anything that you don't see is going to continue to financially bless you, if that makes sense. Like, you're not going to hold on to anything that's not serving you anymore with the Four of Pentacles reversed. All right, so let's go ahead and get our oracle cards out here, and then we'll be done with your reading. All right, what does pile 3's coworkers think about them? What do pile 3's coworkers think about them? Be bold and make the first move and bring love into the situation. Yeah, so that makes so much sense. Be bold and make the first move. Like, you are always jumping on any opportunities because you emotionally sense them out. Like, you feel them coming before they come. So you're like, I know what's happening. Like, I can feel this opportunity coming. And that's another thing that people get jealous of, is that, like, how did you know? Like, how did you know that this opportunity was about to go down? And you're just like, well, I just knew. And then bring love into the situation. Like, even though your workplace environment could be competitive, like, again, like I said, you're still really caring and nice and cordial to everyone, and people can't really fault you for that, because they're like, even though they have some jealousy towards you, they still like you. Like, they're like, dang, like, it's so hard to not like this person. And all right, okay, what do pile 3's coworkers think about them? Yes. They might think like you're like a yes man. Like, since you just hop on everything so quickly, and you might just be really like yes to your boss at all times. Maybe you kind of kiss their butt a little bit. They might think you're a little bit of a yes person. And then ask for help from others. Maybe you don't ask for help, or you do, but I feel like you don't with the 6 of Pentacles reversed. Like, you might just be very solitary, and they might want you to ask for their help, maybe just so that they can be involved in the project more. Or if you do ask for help, like, maybe they feel like you shouldn't. I don't know. And then we have abundance on the bottom of the deck. So, like, again, like, you be getting that coin. You take care of your family at home. You make sure that your family is well taken care of. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, give me a like and consider subscribing. And I will see you guys later. Bye.